Hey everybody, it's Gypsy. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. Like I said, it's been one hell of a summer. Last few weeks I've just been concentrating on getting back home for the winter, which I have. My home base is Quartzsite, Arizona, and I am here until, well, at least April, before I start traveling again. And yes, I live in my trailer while I'm here. It's great. It's wonderful. So we have been, I made a few videos, or a couple of videos, about my chives, the blossoms. I was finally able to save those, and my lavender, I showed you that. And so I harvested some of those, which is going to be in this video. I hung them on my herb drying rack in my pantry, and I just checked them today. My chives, quite a few of them were ready. Now when your chives are ready, whether you leave them to go fully to seed in the ground or you harvest the blossoms first, and I'll show you in this how I do that. Okay everyone, so what I did with my garlic chives is I put them in a bundle, and then I took a number 10 envelope, put them in there to catch the seeds. They need to turn brown or dark, and they'll fall into there. Now if you have your chives planted in your yard, you don't have to do it that way. You can just let them go to seed, turn brown, and they'll fall into the ground and grow more. Or if you want to collect them, you can wait longer, but with me moving around so much and them being in a pot, I decided to do it this way. And then, of course, that lavender I showed you, it's been drying for a couple days. I'm in Arizona. That's my home state. It only takes 2-3 days for the lavender to dry. It'll all depend on your location and what the weather's like there. So anyways, that's what I did with those. Do that. I checked them. Now they will go from a green to, like, I don't know if you can see this, right here, these dark little seeds, okay? Now I checked mine, and I took them out of the envelope. Some of them had dropped into the envelope. Others were still stuck to the seed pods, so if they were dark like this, I just took them out and put them on this plate. And then I had a lot of seeds that were still green, so I put them back in the envelope, and I hung them back up for the rest to turn dark and be ready, dry out and be ready for planting. I also checked the bunch of lavender that I had harvested about the same time that I harvested the garlic chives. This is the first time I've ever tried to dry my lavender in the pantry, and it's dark in there, and I live in Arizona, so it should do it quickly. It is getting dry, but it's taken much longer than usual, so I hung them out up here so it gets more air and sun on them, so that should hasten the process. But I did get a few little buds that were dry. Now I'm just going to use this as an example. When your lavender is dry, this is not lavender, but just pretend, and you've got your little blossoms up here and they're dry, all you have to do is over a plate or napkin or something, very gently rub backwards on the blossoms, and all the little, I call them florets, will fall out onto your plate. And use white plate if you can, or a white napkin. Put it on there because it'll be easier to see. Now my chives, I'm going to plant some more of those, and then I'm saving some for a friend. I had promised some for a friend, so Christine, I have a few garlic chive seeds for you. I hope you still have those white sage seeds for me. I'm looking forward to that. But chives I use mostly for cooking. Lavender, oh gosh, that is so versatile. I drink a lot of lavender. I call it tea. It's not really a tea because there's no tea in it. Tea is an actual plant, an actual herb in and of itself. So this is more of, it's just steeping an herb until you get it to the flavor level you want it. And yes, it's like drinking tea, but lavender is fabulous for that. I have made, lavender sugar. I've made that to sprinkle over maybe cupcakes or something. I make lavender shortbread, which is really good. I use it, in sachets, calming sachets for, if you want to do a spell or something like that. It's great for that. So, to me, lavender is my favorite and most important herb. And like I said, now that, when I lived in Ohio, I can only get a little bit a year because I never had my own property. But now that I live in Arizona, it produces all year round. So I get a lot of lavender now. Okay, everyone. So I told you, because I'm a nomad and I chase the weather, my plants produce all year round. In Ohio, when I lived there, my lavender I can only harvest end of June, beginning of July. Now I get it all year round, and I'm just showing you all the lavender that's growing on here. And I'll show you what I do with this most of the time. I have some other ideas that I'll share with you later. My chives, though, only once a year as normal, at the normal time of the year too. So that I use mostly for baking, and they do make a lovely decoration of flower, which is how this started. My chive seeds, and my brother got me into this several years ago. I'd say it was about maybe 2016. It was Christmas. My brother came to visit me, and he had made up a Christmas basket with, he is really into homesteading and stuff like that. He's really good at it, even though he used to live in the city. Now he kind of lives in a small town, but he's really into homesteading. And he started buying heirloom seeds. Now the difference with heirloom seeds is you can save the seeds and plant them the next year, or share them with others, whatever. Whereas when you buy vegetables in the store and you try to save those seeds, you'll grow a plant, but you're not going to produce fruit. These will produce fruit every time, every year, every time you save them. And so when he gave me this basket, he had decorated it with dried garlic chive blossoms, and it was just really lovely. My brother is a great gardener. He's got such a green thumb. Oops, Spirit got too close to my camera. Anyways, so I thought, well, I'm gonna hang these upside down like I just did with these in an envelope, and I'm gonna catch the seeds. This was in 2016, and I planted them. That plant I am showing you in these videos is the same plants from those seeds I got from my brother, and I am still collecting seeds from those. Okay, so I told you guys I had like, I don't know, 12, 13 blossoms on here, and I showed you. I got in such a habit of bringing my plants that attract little creatures in the house that I was actually, for the first time ever, able to save them. So I collected those, and I'm going to show you in a minute what I did with those. But, these little herb gardens, those mini herb gardens we talked about, well, I'm getting a little carried away here. I saw this orchid planter in Home Depot. This was about $8, and I just couldn't resist it. I lined it with moss. And then I have some chamomile, some more basil, of course, because one cannot have too much basil. Says the Sicilian strega. Yes. And this is pineapple sage. I found a recipe for pineapple sage tea. I'm going to make that tonight. I'll let you guys know how that is. We need to get back into that. Get away from the GMO, the genetically altered things. That includes us too. We got to stay away from us being genetically altered too. I'm not saying anything. I'm not using any certain words. I'm just saying we got to watch out. Just be careful. That's all. My halo. Yeah. Anyways, right. We need to get back into that. So when you are going to plant, make sure you get heirloom seeds. Save your seeds every year. Share them with others. Hi everyone, it's Gypsy from Gypsy Witch Creations, and today I would like to introduce to you the latest addition to my Live Free collection. The Live Free collection is to express your desire to maintain your freedoms, freedom of speech, freedom of choice, etc. Live your own life. This painting is called Red Pill or Blue Pill, and it is based on the movie The Matrix, and it will be printed on all the usual merchandise that you see in the Live Free collection, such as magnets, bumper stickers, mugs, shirts, etc. So check it out at gypsywitchcreations.com. Others. Now, the reason I love my herbs especially, and being a nomad, it was hard. And so I showed you how I made small companion herb gardens that are portable. Because being a nomad, it's harder. But I love my herbs, and I'm green witch, use herbs, whatever. But John's saying my mother's trying to keep herself out of trouble. Right. With the way things are right now, the economy is not good. Prices in the grocery store are going up. I'm concerned with the direction this is going in. So, I decided I am going to figure out a way to make small, like mini companion vegetable planters. Okay? So I'm going to be sharing that information with you as I go along. Now, being in Arizona, I think our growing season is like 9 months. Yeah, after our first week, we can start sowing in January, sowing seeds and planting. And it goes all the way until November, almost, it seems like. So it's easier when you live in a climate like I do. But wherever you are, we need to start growing our own food again. I wish that after, was it World War II or World War I? Okay. Anyways, they had victory gardens. Everybody, I mean, even on their lawns, and that's today you go into a suburb, that's a big no-no. Victory gardens, they were growing vegetables and stuff because of the way things were back then. Well, what happened? Why did we go back to having stupid lawns that serve no purpose? We need to get back to homesteading, growing our own food. Now, me as a nomad, it is harder, and I'm trying to figure that out, and I'm sharing that information with you. I have started with my herbs, of course. So I am planning on vegetable gardens that I can take with me on my travels. So I'll be sharing that too. But it's very, very important that we become self-sustaining, self-sufficient. We need to go back to relying on ourselves, take responsibility for ourselves, and not expect the higher-ups to take care of us, okay? So we need to go back to our pure, fresh vegetables and whatnot. So growing your own is the best option, which is why I am sharing this. So anyways, there are plenty of heirloom seeds companies out there now. I know there's one in Phoenix. I might, next time I'm driving through Phoenix, stop in there and see what they've got. But my brother got me started on, it's called Seed Savers Exchange. Because you can exchange seeds on there too, whatever. I'm going to share the link in the comments. And it is very easy and fun to do. So, I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.